We have permission to detect this site right here. I can't find a whole lot about this guy, Pierre Dugas, online or from locals or anything like that. Very little information about the house, which stood right in here. I've come through these trails a bunch of times over the summer, and I've found a bunch of shards on top of the ground, so there was definitely some activity here. I think we might find some relics today, but I think there could also be a lot of trash in here, because these are trails that have been here for quite a while. I mean, you can look around on top of the ground and find a pull tab. You see, like right here, it's everywhere. I'm really excited about this location. I think we could find some really good stuff. You know, as far as setting up the machine, I've never hunted here, and there could be a lot of trash. I suspect there will be. I think I'm just gonna back down on iron and just go 0 for now, just to see what happens. I could also go iron audio and turn that on. First target, first of many. But through all the trash, I did manage to find this, and it looks like an old thimble. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. This is a classic sign of an old home site. It got chewed up right there, but hey, that's a nice little relic. Just dug up this right here. It's a piece of leather, but it's got a stainless steel rivet, 2 rivets right there, so that's not that old. It's probably a dog collar. It's starting to fall apart on me, so it could be 20, 30 years old, who knows, but not anywhere near the time period we're looking for. Daniel just got here. He's over there. He's using the bounty hunter metal detector. I started out on that and I liked it. It's a good machine. Picks up a lot of relics, and what I like about it is that you can't discriminate it like you can with these, which means you kind of have to dig everything, but with that you'll find more treasure. You see, now this is what we're looking for. Here's a square nail. I was over here right at the peak of the hill, wasn't finding any iron. And if you're not finding any iron whatsoever, you need to get out of that area, look around it, and start finding some iron if you're going to find an old home site. So this is promising, and I'm working my way down the slope here. And if the iron increases or decreases, it'll be very telling, and it'll help us to center on that old homestead. It's a nice little relic. Daniel just found something. What is it? Iron?
Some sort of metal. It's curved. Seems to be smooth on the outside.
Could be a piece of cookware.
It's about 6 inches deep.
Yeah, this looks like the place to be. We're finding a lot of iron right here on this slope. Square nails and iron like this, so that puts us closer to the home site. A lot of frisbee golfers in the area. Found a piece of lead. It could be a musket ball that was fired and hit something flat, but I think this is melted. But it looks about the size of a melted musket ball, a pistol bullet, really. Oh man, I just popped it out of the hole, and check it out. Oh, a nice little pocket knife. That wasn't lost that long ago. Let's see if it opens. Now I can't seem to open it. It's pretty in there. No, doesn't matter. That's a neat little find. It wasn't very deep. Blowing out my ears at around 80. All right. Daniel found a bottle cap, but beneath that there's a bunch of pottery. Different types too, shards of it. Yeah, that's definitely old when you see that crackling on it. Edge of a plate. Who knows what else is in the ground. That looks like some type of jug. I don't know if it could be a piece of like that.
It's definitely, but I don't, this seems to be concave.
Yeah, like they call it a crockery, I
right.
think. That looks pretty old right there.
Just another small piece.
Nice little variety. All in this one hole?
Yeah.
That's wild. It could be like a little trash area. I keep finding a bunch of modern coins, like modern pennies, modern quarter. I don't think I'm going to find any silver out of here, because this was not a park until after the 1960s, the mid-60s. And so any coins we're going to find are either going to fall in the modern range or in the very older range. Some very early wheat pennies. Uh-oh. We got frisbee golfers out here. I guess they're pretty excited about whatever happened. I tell you what, if I find some silver or something like really good, oh, we just missed. If I find some silver or something really good, I'll scream just like that. Little modern harmonica, nothing to write home about. It says blues band made in China. Wonder if it still works. I'm not going to try. Modern stuff. I'm really surprised we're not finding more plantation activity. This place has either been hunted out, or it's deep, or we're just not in the right spot. Those markers are pretty accurate, but sometimes they're just near where the historic event or building was. And so sometimes you just got to do a little investigating, and that's the fun part about this. Daniel is still over there, and he's finding pottery in almost every hole he's digging, and every piece is different. This is a very short hunt, but I'm going to be back out, but not after doing a little more research, because I need to know a little bit more about this house, the way it faced, where some of the outbuildings were, maybe an old sketch or something like that. I may have to dig deeper into archives or some public records or something like that. About 3 hours out, didn't find a whole lot of metal, but here's all the pottery that came out of that hole. This is really nice stuff. And some of it matches up together, right?
Looks like that.
There's pieces of brick and pottery.
And these two pieces of metal.
That stuff could be 200 years old.